This round, here's Quanell X.
The famous, notorious Rikers Island, the same place where Tupac Shakur and other greats were locked up at serving time there. A female inmate claims she was raped by a transgendered male who was brought to the women's facility because he was transgendered. And she feels that the guards did not protect her and other female prisoners that allowed her to be sexually assaulted, and that complaints were filed that this man was not transgender, he was actually a man. Well, here's the problem with that case. That's the new America we're living in, because now there's so many sexual definitions, it all sounds crazy as hell. When I grew up, it was male and female. Now it's transgender, it's binary, it's cautionary, it's fairytale, it's hieronary, it's cisgenary, it's all kind of damn naries. But that's the America that we're in now. So if a man who goes to prison and says, I am a transgendered male, by the new system, the new laws now, he has to be sent where women are. If a woman who says, I see myself as a man, I'm not a female, I'm a transgendered female into a male, send me to a male unit. Well, sooner or later, you're gonna see she comes up pregnant or being sexually assaulted by men on that male unit. That's the American reality we're living under now. And guess what? Women get raped by other women in prisons and jails every day in America. The same thing on male units. Men get raped by other men in prison all over America. So there is no quick fix to this situation unless we go back to the traditional natural standards. If you're born a man, you go to a male's prison facility. If you're a woman, you go to a woman's facility. But also, according to that report, it's proven that 10 times greater transgendered men are sexually assaulted than women are in prison. There's no way around this, brother, but I'm gonna be honest with you. If I went to jail, I don't ever want to go, but if I got locked up, give me a wig and mail me some high heels, Charles, because I'm a woman the next day, baby. Send me to the female unit, and when I get there, I'm gonna have that wig on, I'm gonna have them high heels on, and I'm gonna say, baby, daddy's home. Lock me up with all of them, because guess what? What male ain't gonna do that? What real man don't want the opportunity to play like he's transgendered to be housed with a bunch of women? I can only imagine what that party would look like.
So I don't find this amusing at all. I think it's a serious issue, but I'm bothered by all of the rhetoric that we've heard in America, and you seem to hit all sides of this issue, that suggest that people with penises should be incarcerated with people with vaginas. And it's absolutely absurd, right? Prison is not a day camp. You're going there as a consequence. Now, if we've determined that the trans women who still have their private parts intact or have exposed to danger, then possibly they should have their own portion of the prison system. But putting anyone who just says, hey, I'm a woman, that hasn't had the surgery down there, hey, I'm a woman, into the women's prison is a recipe for disaster. And you know what you're not seeing in America? You're not seeing any women who have transitioned to manhood saying, oh no, I'm a man, right? Put me in a male violent prison. In fact, to the contrary, trans men, when they go to prison, they want to go to the women's prison, just like everybody else wants to go to the women's prison. But there is a women's prison and a men's prison for a very basic reason, is that on average, men are much more physically stronger, physically violent, and prone to sexual assault than women are. And we are creating this paradigm both in prison systems and in high school sports across America, where we're telling people that still have their penises, right? And I don't care. People live however they want to live.
I thought you were supporting gay rights.
I am. And I support people living however they want to live.
But you don't support transgendered men.
We need a safe space for people born as women to exist.
For a transgendered male, a safe space is a prison full of women.
Okay, first of all, you're talking about transgender women, not transgender males.
No, a transgendered male who becomes a female.
That's a transgender woman.
I say, look here, the safest place in the world for him
but
is among women.
But if we just tell people, all you got to do is say, hey, I feel like a woman.
And I don't like their surgery
you can
part.
Take your penis
I don't like their surgery part.
You can take your penis into a locker room with a bunch of 12-year-old girls being a 35-year-old man.
I disagree with that.
You say, hey, It's 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old girls playing high school and college sports. You know what? This person with a penis.
I disagree with that.
We're seeing it all
you got
over
a
the place.
penis, go play with the boys.
We're talking about boxing. We're talking not even.
You got a penis,
there is a
go box the men.
biological advantage, right?
But I ain't got no problem with a transgendered man transforming to a woman with that penis going to a female prison.
Well,
No.
but it's a recipe
We got to find a
for
good,
sexual
constructive
assault
way
and
for
violence.
men to do better time. And let that transgendered man do better
How about
time.
we find a constructive way for men not to do time?
I agree with you. But if you got to do
some
some time, do you want to do it with the men or with the women?
Well, I mean, if given my
God
druthers,
forbid.
I'd want to
God
do it with
forbid.
the women.
I know you would, player. You're sure right. And
I mean,
I'm telling you
but
right
that
now.
doesn't change the fact that it would be wrong.
What would be wrong?
It's wrong.
Wouldn't nothing be wrong?
We are subjecting women to biological born women.
Man, look,
we
God
need to
forbid.
stop saying, hey,
I don't want to get locked
hey,
up.
You got a beard,
I don't
you
want to
got a
go to prison.
mustache, but you put on a little eyeliner.
But if I got to go,
okay.
send me to the females unit.
Okay, but do you think that's fair?
Yeah, it's fair.
If it's some,
I'm going to tell you why it's fair.
Okay.
I'm not going to discriminate.
You're a homophobe. But
No,
you're okay
I'm not
with it.
going to discriminate. I'm going to give everybody a chance. I'm going to give everybody a shot. And I will not discriminate on the females unit. I'm going to be unbiased. I'm going to be absolutely inclusive. And we go all get along. Ain't that the way we should be? That's the America you want, right?
Okay, so you want basically your prison experience to be a harem of unwilling women available for your sexual proclivities whenever you want them.
Now, I dare you say unwilling.
Okay,
I'm
well.
a handsome, fine man.
Okay, but
I'm a good-looking brother.
Prison
The hell you mean unwilling?
Any prison sex is coercive sex.
Who said that lie?
That's the truth.
All prison sex is not coercive sex. That's not true. A lot of prison sex is absolutely consensual.
I mean, you seem
Let's
very
quit
familiar
lying.
with gay
Let's
for
quit
the
lying.
stay. Is that what you're saying?
No, have you seen that story about the booty bandit?
No, I haven't
Yeah,
seen
the
the
booty
story
bandit
about
was
the
a hell of a
booty
dude. That
bandit.
documentary real. It's a low, look here. You ever seen those prison documentaries?
No.
Where the men running around voluntarily with thongs on, then cut their boxers into thongs and using Kool-Aid for using Kool-Aid for lipstick and
But
eyeshadow.
you think it's
Ain't
okay
what?
for men who have a sexual appetite for women to be locked up with women in prison?
I believe it's okay for a transgendered person who was
How-
once
how-
a
what's
man.
What's the metric? How do you measure that?
How he mentally feels that day.
Just he wakes up and says, I'm a woman?
How he mentally feels that day.
How does that protect women at all?
That protects women
How?
because we're going to all get along.
Okay, but let's say you don't.
Oh, we going to get along, baby.
Okay, I understand.
Just
that you're-
mail me one thing.
I understand.
Mail me one thing.
What's the one thing you need?
A box of Viagra, baby. That's all I need. I don't need nothing else. I don't
I'm
need
sorry.
no cookies. I
I'm
don't need
sorry.
no Snicker
sorry.
bars. I don't need no chips.
I'm sorry.
Mail me
I'm
some
sorry.
Viagra,
It
baby.
ain't
and guess
working.
what? Them
It ain't
women
wor-
gonna give me
it-
all the
it-
chips
it-
and cookies
it
I
ain't-
need.